emanating from deep under the earth, spreading across the globe at the speed of thought, changing the world one brain at a time. This is Last Call Live from Green Brain Comics. Hello and welcome, Brainiacs. I am your host, Dan Merritt, co-owner of Green Brain Comics. And every week, or most every week, I took last week off, we bring you one last chance to modify or help modify our final order numbers on the comics and graphic novels that are going to print now and arriving in about 3 weeks. We are here today to share this list of upcoming books and give you one final chance to place your requests before our final order deadline. Last Call Live is broadcast live from Studio G, version 5.0 in East Downtown Dearborn. Welcome to Last Call Live, I think. All right, folks. We're going to start today by showing you a little bit about Comichub. Green Brain Comics and Last Call Live are powered by Comichub. Check out Comichub online at comichub.com. Mobile apps available for Android and iPhone. Start up an account online or sync up to your existing account. Order and pay securely online and make sure you never miss an issue. I will be using Comichub today to show you items from this week's last call for confirmed orders carousel. Let's see, let's click on Shop Coming Soon. And here we have the top carousel. That's a search of everything that's in the last 2 or 3 catalogs. The next carousel here is Last Call for confirmed orders. We will expand that in just a moment after I show you a couple more things. We've got a publisher recommended carousel here where there are some previews of upcoming books that in some cases are on FOC this week. And underneath that, we have the carousel for next Wednesday's items. This is everything that's coming in for the shelf at this point for next Wednesday, June, what is that, 21st? Yes, June 21st. Okay, we're going to start by, let's see, getting back up to Last Call for confirmed orders carousel. Click on View All. This will open up a view that gives you filters up on the top. You can filter by publisher, by category, by brand, genre, artist, writer, all that stuff. And you even have a direct index to each grouping by alphabet. And that's pretty much it. You can scroll down through on each letter. We've got a bunch of stuff in A. We've got Deadpool coming out. I'll show you some Deadpool. And that's all the way A through Z, folks. Okay, the first thing we want to show you today is our last call for younger readers. Let's get kids reading graphic novels. They help develop visual literacy skills, encourage critical thinking and imagination, and make reading more enjoyable for reluctant readers. We've got a few things on, let's see, there we go. We got a few things on Last Call for younger readers this week. Archie and Friends classic younger reader material featuring a cover by Dan Parent. This is the Christmas in July special. All kinds of fun creators in that. $10 for 192 pages. That's a steal. Next up, we have a new My Little Pony series called Camp Big Hoof. This is written by Stephanie Cook with art by Kate Sharon, who also does this cover here. Look at all those fun little ponies. And on the B cover, we have art by Natalie Haynes. That's very nice. Kind of Disney-like. Ooh, all kinds of hidden details in there. My Little Pony Camp Big Hoof is going to be available on July 26th. If you want any of these covers, get your orders in by this Monday, June 19th. And finally, in last call for younger readers, we have Pacey Packer Unicorn Tracker. This volume 2 is called Horn Slayer by creator J.C. Phillips and Random House Graphics. That will be available on July 12th. Has a cover price of $7.99 for 224 pages. That's amazing. What a steal. Random House Graphics, Pacey Packer. And that does it for last call for younger readers. Next up is last call for special items. No, that's right. We don't have any special items this week. It's kind of a small list. I'll go into that in a little bit. Let's go into last call for graphic novels. Okay, first thing we're going to look at is the Giant Days Library Edition hardcover from Boom Studios and creators John Allison with Max Sarin. This is a big old honkin' hardcover collecting issues 9 through 16 of this original webcomic in a deluxe hardcover available on September 13th. Also from Boom Studios, we have Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Team Up Volume 2. This is the graphic novel that collects that recent miniseries 1 through 5. Written by Ryan Parrott with art by Dan Mora, who also did that very nice cover that I can't zoom in on. Okay, it's still very nice. That's from Boom Studios. Here's an interesting one from Humanoids, Inc. This is a new graphic novel from Stephanie Phillips and artist Julia Lally with this cover by Dan Panosian called 8 Limbs. Oh, I need to get rid of that. Go away. Joanna, a retired Muay Thai champion, takes in a troubled foster teen and decides to train her until the teen lands herself in a dangerous situation, and Joanna must re-enter the ring to fight for her new family. From writer Stephanie Phillips of Grimm and Harley Quinn and artist Julia Lally comes a story of a found family and choosing to fight. From Humanoids, Inc. Also in last call for graphic novels, we've got Radiant Pink Volume 1. It collects that recent miniseries 1 through 5 from Image Comics and writer Megan Camarina with art by Emma Kubert. Next up from Image Comics, we get the Volume 1 of 2 Graves, collecting the first 6 issues from Ming Doyle and Genevieve Valentine. Oh, maybe I should get in the center here. And from Oni Press, we get Action Journalism from Eric Skillman and artist Miklos Helvetica. Sure. This is 128 pages for $21.99. It is a hardcover. Nope, soft cover from Oni Press, available on July 12th. Looks kind of nice. Got a nice clean line style to it. Here's an interesting one for wrestling fans. From Source Point Press and writer Dirk Manning, we get a graphic novel called Arn Anderson graphic novel, My Life as the Enforcer, with art by Colm Griffin. This looks to be tales from the annals of Arn Anderson's actions and experiences in the WWF and then WWE. Looks like fun. Available on July 26th from Source Point Press. Also from Source Point, we get Zombicide Volume 1, Day 1. This is a story spinning out of the Zombicide game or board game universe from writer Luca Enoch and artist Alessio Moroni. And before I get into Marvel Comics, I just want to say real quick that it's weird. That looks better. We have a short list of books to look at this week because DC Comics is not soliciting anything on FOC or Last Call this week. That is due to the Juneteenth holiday on this upcoming Monday. Nobody will be in office to receive those orders, so they solicited 2 weeks worth last week. I hope you had a chance to look at that and place your orders. Thanks for everybody that did. So with that said, we really don't have any DC Comics to show you this week, but we've got plenty of Marvel, and we'll jump right into that. We have from Marvel and writer Charles Soule, Elektra. Oh, this is from many different creators. This is Elektra Black, White, and Blood, collecting the 4-issue anthology that came out last summer, featuring this John Romita Jr. cover. The Fantastic Four Epic Collection graphic novel, Volume 9, Crusader Syndrome. This is collecting Fantastic Four issues 147 through 167 and a few giant sizes and Treasury Edition material. This is 512 pages for under $50, folks, from writer Jerry Conway, Roy Thomas, artist Rich Buckler, John Buscema, and even some George Perez. Got this fun Rich Buckler cover. Classic Fantastic Four from the Bronze Age of Marvel Universe. Also, we get this Marvelverse graphic novel collecting some different points and stories through Ironheart's history, aimed at intro readers and younger readers. This features material from Eve Ewing and has this J. Scott Campbell cover. This is another new modern era epic collection from Marvel. This collects the New Avengers Volume 1. We see here the story that capped off the previous volume at 500 through 503. New Avengers 1 through 10. Whole bunch of stuff there. This is all the classic Brian Michael Bendis material, featuring art by David Finch, Joe Quesada, and a host of others. I think there's even some Steve McNiven in there. This is a whole bunch of fun comics from the 2000s, 504 pages for under $50. Also from Marvel, the Scarlet Witch by Steve Orlando. This collects the first volumes from that current series, issues 1 through 5, and the annual, which is coming out next week. That's all collected in this volume 1 for $19.99. Marvel puts out an omnibus hardcover Collecting Sigil, that comic from CrossGen, which they bought all those publishing rights a few years ago, written by Barbara Kessel with art by Ben Lai. And this covered by Claudio Castellini. $125 for 1,192 pages. Okay. Get a collection of the Spider-Man 2099 series, Dark Genesis, which just wrapped up, 1 through 5. Another modern era of epic collection, volume 4 of Agent Venom. This is interesting stuff. This is one of the reboots of the Venom character. This one featured Flash Thompson. That's right. Written by Dan Slott with art by Umberto Ramos and this Joe Quesada cover. Is that Joe Quesada? Looks like John Tyler Christopher, something like that. And that does it for Last Call for graphic novels. Last call for new printings. Hot new comics selling out can be frustrating. Short print runs and skyrocketing back issues just complicate things. Last call for new printings is here so you don't miss out a second time. Let's kick things off with this new printing of Deadpool Batter Blood #1. This is a sequel to the much beloved Deadpool Bad Blood series. Came out a few years ago from creator Rob Liefeld. Got this Rob Liefeld cover on this. I think this is the B cover, slightly recolored for the second printing. Oops. Where am I? There I am. Loki #1 gets a second print. This features interior art from German Peralta and writer Dan Waters. That will be out on July 19th. I think these are all second prints from Marvel, by the way, so this will go quick. Spider-Man #9 second print featuring art. I think this is just a recolored Mark Bagley variant here. And I think finally this is Star Wars 35 second print. This series has been selling out pretty quickly from writer Charles Soule in this recolored Steven Segovia cover. And that wraps up Last Call for new printings. Next up, last call for second issues. It's tricky for us to get our orders right on second issues. With no sales history, we tend to play it safe and order low. Oops. Last chance for second issues is here so you can keep reading your favorite new series. Let's kick off this spotlight on #2s with Betty Page #2. This new series just kicked off last week. It's got a whole bunch of different covers, but I'll just say this one was the most tasteful, featuring art by Rebecca Puebla. This story is by Mirka Andolfa, and I'm sure this comes with several dozen variant covers. What's going on? There it is. Haunt You to the End #2. That series also just kicked off from Image Comics from Ryan Caddy and Andrea Muti, artist. In Hell We Fight #2 is on FOC this week from writer John Layman and artist Jock. Hope to get #1 back in. That was a quick sellout for us. This has very interesting art from Jock. This is Jock, J-O-K, not J-O-C-K. Two completely different artists. But this is the same John Layman that wrote Chew and a bunch of other of your favorite comics. And from Frank Frazetta, we get the new expansion on his painting, The Mothman. This continues with the number 2, written by Tim Hedrick and artist Andrea Muti. Wow, man. Andrea Muti sure can churn out those pages. Get a second issue of Dead by Daylight from Titan Publishing and writer Nadia Shamus. And from Marvel Comics, we got a couple number 2s here. Black Panther number 2 from Eve Ewing and artist Chris Allen. I think that'll feature the first full appearance of this new character, Besa? Who is the mysterious Besa? Black Panther number 2 ships on July 19th. Oh, I think I mentioned this series earlier. I did. Now it's getting a second issue. Deadpool Batter Blood number 2 from Rob Liefeld. Look at that beautiful face. That blemished skin. Oh, it's got slobber all over it. You could clearly see his feet. These are all my favorite things about Rob Liefeld. And slobbery tongues. Oh, so slobbery. This comes out on July 19th. Get your orders in before this Monday. And finally, in last call for second issues, we have Spider-Man India number 2 from writer Nikesh Shukla and artist Abhishek Malsuni. And this cover by Adam Kubert. That does it for last call for second issues. Now let's get into last call for first issues. Wondering what that new series is about? Interested in the beautiful selection of variant covers? Last call for first issues is here with new series pitches. Get your orders in and rest assured it will be here for you on release day. Let's kick it off with a new series from AWA Publishing from Garth Ennis and artist Jason Burrows, Ribbon Queen, number 1. Featuring this cover by Declan Shalvey. I think we got a couple different covers on this one. Got one from Faye Dalton. Ooh, that's kind of pretty. And another, this one is from Jason Burrows himself. There is something ancient and terrible loose in the world of men. Something that hates them with burning passion, that bears a grudge born of 10,000 years, something that wants its revenge. This sounds like classic Garth Ennis horror, and it all comes from AWA and artist Jason Burrows. Get those orders in by this Monday so you can ensure your awesome cover. Next series from Boom Studios, the sequel to Alice Ever After, Alice Never After. This new series this new volume from writer Dan Panosian features art by Giorgio Spalletta and this cover by Dan Panosian himself. Based roughly on Alice in Wonderland, this is continued adventures from this superstar writer, Dan Panosian. Features this B cover by Jenny Frison. A last call reveal variant by, this looks like, what's his face? Sean Gordon Murphy. That's right. I remembered a thing. Ooh, that's a very nice cover. That is the last call variant from Alice Never After. Next up, we get a one-shot of Power Rangers Unlimited Hyperforce number 1. This is a 40-page giant comic for $7.99. by writer Melissa Flores with art by Federico Sabatini, and this cover by Kayla Valerio. Goni Montez. Looks like just the two covers on this one. Celebrate the Rangers' 30th anniversary as prolific Power Rangers storyteller Melissa Flores, an acclaimed writer, media personality, and voice of the Hyperforce Pink Ranger in the Hyperforce RPG, Megan Camarina bring the fan favorite Hyperforce Rangers from the screen to the page for the very first dedicated full-length story since their more phenomenal first season. That's awesome. Power Rangers Unlimited has these cool open order covers. This one's foil, folks. For a couple bucks extra, you can get this very cool foil cover. Get those orders in. From newer publisher Fair Square Comics, we got this new series. Interesting. Called Far South, The Great Union Score from writer Rodolfo Santullo and artist Leandro Fernandez. This looks like a classic crime noir with a Euro graphic album feel from publisher Fair Square Comics. Got this cover by Matias Bergara and this B cover by Eduardo Rizzo. This is a 52-page comic for $9.99. I think when they've come in like this before, they've had a side bind to them. So a nice substantial comic from Fair Square Comics. Ooh, hey, we get a new Godzilla Monsters and Protectors series from IDW. This branch of the Godzilla license is aimed at a little younger audience. This one is written by Eric Burnham and has art by Dan Schoening, and this cover by Dan Schoening. This miniseries is called Summer Smash and has this B cover by Jack Lawrence. Summer vacation. Cedric's ready for sunny beaches, cool drinks, and not being at school. Nothing could go wrong short of a Xylian invasion from IDW. This awesome looking book. 48 pages, comes in at $6.99 and will be available on July 26th. Oh, hey, look, I got viewers. Fabric86 says, hello, I agree with you. The cover of Betty Page #1 appeared to have her nude. 100%, dude. Yeah, that's Joseph Michael Linsner. And also, but it was just a flesh-colored swimsuit. Yep, agreed. They could get away with it. The conceptual art. Anyways, thanks for watching, Fabric86. I do appreciate your time and attention. And we'll bust through the rest of this list. Got a few more things to talk about here. Ooh, it's 8 o'clock already. Let's get knocking. Antarctica. This is a new series from Image Comics by writer Simon Burks with art by Willie Roberts. This cover by Willie Roberts. And this cover by Leiden White. Just these two covers. Yeah, series premiere. Stargate meets His Dark Materials in a new non-stop sci-fi action blockbuster. Sounds like fun. Next up, we get that new series from Jeff Lemire called Fish Flies. This miniseries premiere, Jeff Lemire brings you a new tale of small-town surrealist horror in the special extra-length debut issue. When a brutal and violent crime pulls the life of an innocent teenage boy in the balance, it sets off a chain of events in bucolic Bell River, Ontario, that will permanently change several residents' lives. And as the manhunt heats up, a lonely girl named Franny Fox will form an unlikely friendship with a fugitive that leads them on an odyssey of discovery and redemption. From Jeff Lemire, who does the A cover, we got this Peach Momoko B cover. Comes in at 64 pages for $5.99. Fish Flies #1 is on FOC this week. Next up from Oni Press, we get a new Rick and Morty series called Heart of Rickness. After Summer blows his cover, Rick flees a shady deal with space mobsters and ends up stranded with the kids on a planet mysteriously devoid of any technology. That he could use to repair the ship. When they're intercepted by savage, furry, loincloth-wearing versions of themselves, they discover technology has been forcibly removed from this society, along with their hopes for an easy escape. Will it be enough for Rick to find a way off planet, or does he also have to prove who's the rickest Rick of them all? Well, I think that's the MO for the entire franchise, man. Rick and Morty, Heart of Rickness. This is written by Michael Morrissey with art by Priscilla Tramontano and features this B variant by Ed Luce. That's right, Ed Luce from Lovable Oaf. Let's see, this is Scout Comics. Travoki, a Slovenian thug in Edmonton, Canada, tries to put his criminal past behind him, but there are those who know where the bodies are buried, who refuse to allow the dead to rest in peace. That looks like fun. Available on July 26th. Only got the one cover from Adrian Koleric and cover artist Dave Thomas. Travoki. Pardon me, folks. I'm parched. Good cartoon way to drink. Ooh, the eccentric Mr. Fish says, Temple of Doom? Absolutely. It's totally Temple of Doomy. Oh, I wish I could get in on that one. Okay, yeah, let's see, where were we? Rivers of London. Here Be Dragons. Co-written by New York Times best-selling author James Swallow. Features this cover by David M. Busian. Ooh, it's got 3 covers. And also another David M. Busian. And this A cover by Jose Maria Baroy. I don't know too much about Rivers of London. I've tried to sell it before. I haven't had a whole lot of luck. So I'm probably going special orders on this. Special orders only on this. If you're interested, get those orders in or let me know. By the way, if you can't get into Comichub or don't want to use technology or whatever, you can always email these orders to us. greenbrainstaff@gmail.com would be a great place. We're happy to place those orders for you. Rivers of London #1. Okay, next up. From Marvel Comics, we get a couple of new series I want to tell you about before we wrap this thing up. Blade #1 is the new series written by Brian Hill with art by Elena Casagrande, who also does this A cover. We get a blood red blank variant, a David Marquez variant. Ooh, very nice. Very fun Frank Miller variant. And a John Tyler Christopher negative space variant. Is that everything? Oh, no, I think we got one more. Peach Momoko variant. Stefano Caselli variant, and a Window Shades variant. That's so many covers. If you want any of these covers, folks, please let me know. I am not going to order all these for the shelf. Marvel's slickest vampire hunter returns in a brand new ongoing by Brian Hill and Elena Casagrande. True evil is patient, and a dark, ancient power has been simmering quietly for centuries. And when Blade himself is the one to unknowingly unleash it, Marvel's entire supernatural underworld will come out of hiding to demand he handle it, or pay a pound of flesh for his mistakes. Bloodbath, blackmail, and Blade. You won't want to miss the explosive first issue of this new series, available on July 19th at a cover price of $4.99. 40 big, giant, exciting pages from Blade #1. Next up, we get the new series. This is actually part of a big crossover called Dark Droids from the Star Wars universe. Scourge of Droids, a Star Wars epic like you've never seen before. Who or what is the Scourge? And why is no droid safe? As a corruption spreads from one droid to the next, the rebellion and the Empire face chaos. Chaos, I tell you, folks. Enter. I went too far on that one. I went too far. What role does Ajax Sigma play in all this? And whose side is he on? Find out when horror comes to a galaxy far, far away. Star Wars Dark Droids, written by Charles Soule, with art by Luke Ross, and this cover by Lionel Francis Yu. Keep in mind this A cover is 40 pages for $5.99. And just an important note, this Star Wars Dark Droids foil variant is listed at the wrong price. It is listed here at $5.50. I will send you a note if you're interested, stating and cementing the price at $11. $5.50 is my price. Hopefully that gets fixed in Comichub soon. But yeah, net pricing breaks the software. So yeah, this is $11. The rest of the variants are $5.99 minus the incentive variants, and we'll see if I can even reach those. Okay, next up is Star Wars Return of the Jedi, The Rebellion. This is another one-shot in that series of anniversary tie-ins for the Return of the Jedi, focusing on those very important key characters like Mon Mothma and Admiral Akbar, all from the Rebellion, maybe. Admiral Akbar is the only one with the knowledge of the Empire's plans to kill Mon Mothma. Enter Poe Dameron's parents, Shara Bey and Kes Dameron, to thwart the threat. But do they have what it takes to take down the unknown assassin in time? I don't know. From writer Alex Segura and artist Matt Horick, with this Rod Reese cover. Got this other cover by Lee Garbett. That is one of the connecting variants. And this A cover by Ryan Brown. Gets in there, gets all those cool fishy tones. Fishy tone. It's a thing. And let's see. Lastly, from Marvel, we got What If Dark Spider-Gwen. This is, I think, maybe the first, maybe the second of the new What If one-shots, featuring dark versions of alternate universe happenings. This one is written by veteran writer Jerry Conway, who returns to his most famous spider story for this What If, along with co-writer Jody Hauser. What if Gwen Stacy didn't die on the bridge that day, but Spider-Man did? Nuff said, I presume. Featuring interior art by Ramon Box, and this cover by Greg Land, and a B cover by Rose Bash. What If Dark Spider-Gwen is a one-shot that is available on July 19th and has a cover price of $4.99. And that wraps up Last Call for First Issues. Okay, next segment. Let's see. Let me get that ready. That wraps up our spotlight on last call for confirmed orders. Remember that deadlines on last call for confirmed orders are Sunday. Are normally Sunday for DC Comics, but they have nothing on FOC this week due to the Juneteenth holiday. Oh, pardon me. Let me get back to my beautiful face. So no DC Comics on FOC this Sunday. Everything else is due on Monday, June 19th before 5 p.m. Please get those orders in through Comichub. You can email us at greenbrainstaff@gmail.com or any of the other emails that you have from us, except for the .biz ones. Those don't work. Let's see, where do we go next? Okay, so we've got some upcoming events here. Last call for special events. Okay, let's see. Do that and that. All right. Coming up this Tuesday. Wait. Let me get back to where I need to be. Okay. So yeah, thanks for joining us on Last Call Live. This is powered by Comichub. Comichub is the best way to pre-order your comics with us. Download from your device app store for free. You could sign up and select us as your favorite store. Get on that Comichub. Let's see. Next up, we got where is it? There it is. This Monday, June 19th, we will be open for regular hours, but then we'll stay open late for our monthly Brain Candy event. Brain Candy is a free live program of prose, music, poetry, and visual art curated by the Emerging Writers Network. This month featuring creators poet Molly Spencer, prose Lynn Crawford, music by Pia the Band, and visual art by Crystal Starks Webb. That all starts Monday, June 19th at 7 p.m. and is absolutely free. And Tuesday, make sure to check out right here on YouTube our weekly BrainScan live New Comic Day preview that happens on Tuesday, June 20th at 6:30 sharp. Join your hosts, Katie and Shay, as they prance around the store in a frenzied fashion caused from the excitement of New Comic Day. And, of course, join me back here on next Friday at 7:30 p.m. for Last Call Live, when I show you a list of highlights from the Last Call carousel on Comichub. Get those orders in before these comics go to print. Ensure your copies now. All right, let's set the scene here. Oh, I'll get back over here. All right. Thanks again for joining us on Last Call Live, broadcasting live from Studio G in Green Brain Comics, smack dab in the middle of beautiful East downtown Dearborn. Last Call Live streams most Fridays live here at 7:30. Be sure to check out our other stuff. BrainScan, I already showed you that. Stay up to date on all of our happenings. We are Green Brain Comics on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. We are on Twitter at Green Brain CMX. All the links to our shopping cart website and Comichub are below in the comments. And remember that we are spreading the love of comic books and graphic novels from the heart of East downtown Dearborn since 1985. Feed your brain at Green Brain Comics. Also, thanks everybody for watching and commenting. Fabric 86, great show. Thank you very much. See you on BrainScan Tuesday. Bricklayers, you got here late, Ray. That's cool, but thanks for tuning in. Appreciate your attention, and we'll see you real soon, folks. Have a beautiful day.